It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tannehill finding Woods for the Titans' first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. In motion is Austin Hooper. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Titans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. To an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. Trying to get done here.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
51, Mike 51.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They begin with Henry. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Tannehill. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Haskins now on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Henry again.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Slot man moves right. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd down, McKinnon. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run wide side with Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
They'll run it again with Henry. Room here to run. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Importantly early in the game like they have. Play action. It's Tannehill.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
the red zone now. Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try with Haskins.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Hassan Haskins.
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal 1st half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the 2nd half.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
An in-division move to Tennessee suited Danico Autry nicely. It fit right in to a crowded Titans front seven. 9 sacks matched his career high, with 4 in the last 5 games helped Tennessee win their division.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Tannehill on first down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Tannehill going to get this forward on the jet sweep.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Bud Dupree's debut season in Tennessee was limited as injury issues got to him once again. The Titans, they're hoping if he can play a full 17 this year, he'll get back to the form that he showed in Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 9 from the 44.
The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill
as this complete to Woods. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
Taken at the goal line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a leap and he will make the catch. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Running it with a fullback, Burton. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's brought down. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Inside handoff, Henry.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Titans,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.